Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind that it is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. And so, Aquarius, I have here somebody who's sitting alone in the Seven of Swords energy. It feels like they have planned something, thought it out down to the tiniest little detail, and yet it failed. Okay. Well, with the Seven of Swords, it would indicate that most likely it failed because of a deception on the part of the planner or the other person. So there was a deception that happened between you two. Okay, so um, could be self-deception or could be the other person who deceived them. And so I feel like there was self-deception. I feel like it was like more like a self-sabotage, because I do see this card over here, along with this. It feels like what I'm seeing next to this card would indicate somebody whose imagination kind of, went into overtime. It's like they were imagining things. See, that's an imagined tower up here. It didn't happen, but they imagined it was going to happen. They were imagining all kinds of things, and what happened? They kind of made it happen. So it was like a self-sabotage is what I'm picking up here in these cards. And so because of the thoughts they were thinking, which drove the emotions they were feeling, I feel like there was an argument here. Okay, some very heated words. This was a very heated argument. Um, Jealousy, perhaps. This is some very intense emotions here, and most likely it would have. With the salamander, I'm thinking it's something that happened just like suddenly. Okay. Um, Somebody could have just suddenly verbally attacked you, verbally accused you, and there were very intense feelings behind what was being said here. Now we see we have the Two of Coins on this, so now they're going back and forth on this and back and forth. I think that they're wondering what's true and what's false now, so it's kind of like, I kind of feel like they are indeed getting a wake-up call. Okay, so they imagined a tower and they made the tower happen. This was a case of self-sabotage. Now, this could be you or it could be the other person. And so, um, if it is you, you've had that wake-up call and you have a lot of worries about what you've done. If it is them, they are feeling this way and they want to get things off their chest, and I feel like it's a case of a Five of Swords, even though I don't have it here. I feel like it's somebody who went to the extreme. Okay, because this is a really heated argument that is taking place here with that Ace of Wands and the argument. Okay. And so, because this speaks to an intensity, and it feels like what it is exactly, whether it's feelings of love or feelings of anger, it depends on the card that it falls upon, you see. And in this case, it's falling on an argument. And so this is indicating some very intense feelings, okay, that were behind what was being said in this argument, making it really heated because of that. Okay, so some very painful things may have been said. So they know what they've said, they know what they've done, and now they're very unsure of themselves because they're sitting here worrying with the anchor, wanting to get things off of their chest. Something is feeling very unstable right now. So problems, worries, and they want to fix things. Okay. Or they're wondering if they can at least. They're at that point. And so there's a realization here, that wake up call that I was talking about. And this is, recognizing that something needs to change, or that things in general need to change. And this could very well be, excuse me, losing my voice. This could very well be the issues pertaining to the issues that were cropping up between you guys, and their behavior or their reactions, okay, to things. Um, this tower happened really to show them that there's something here that needs to be fixed. There's something here that's causing the instability, and maybe you are deceiving yourself about, or they are, about where the real issue is. Okay, and so the tower is happening to make this person stop and think things through and admit to certain truths here. And and so maybe now they want to get these things off their chest. I mean, although the tower has happened, okay, and although it appears like a bad thing when it happens, it's actually a good thing and will in the long term help the relationship. Okay, so what we see is that tower, but we also see a helper here as well with the bridge. Okay, so the bridge is indicating that although there was this tower, you can overcome this problem. The bridge appears to shorten the distance and bring you guys back together. It offers a solution, but to find the solution to the problems you were having, you have to find the problem. Okay, you cannot lie about where the problem is. You have to admit to where the problem is. And so this tower happened in order for somebody to actually see and admit to where the problem was really coming from, you see. And so this is why we have this breakup. This is the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is what it looks like in the upright. Although it doesn't tell you much. It is the Two of Cups, and you have it in the reverse. So this is something gets broken. It can speak to somebody wearing masks, and I do believe that this person was wearing a mask. This can be blaming the problems on the other person when in fact the finger pointed at them. This can also speak to a lot of spilled emotions. Okay. Um, Broken connections. And so after the tower happens, because it may not have yet happened, because I'm feeling like this is something very recent, indicating that it could have happened, but it may not have happened yet. What I want you to know is that if it hasn't happened yet, and you're, after hearing this, you're still unable to avoid it, know that it won't last long. Okay, it's just a temporary thing that feels really bad in the moment, but it is happening for a reason. Okay, so it's actually happening to save this relationship. Okay, it's actually happening to save it, even though you're not going to see that in a moment. You're in the dark about that. Okay, but there's something hidden here that has to come into the light, some deep repressed emotions that are behind the issues you're having, and somebody needs to admit to it. They need to figure out, how did I end up here alone? I had everything planned right to the last little detail, and here I am alone. And so they are thinking of a reunion. Okay, so this is what they want. There's the Wheel of Fortune, and I'm not surprised at all, because that Wheel of Fortune, it's not moving. You had that opportunity, and but you didn't lose it. See, this is what I'm telling you. It's a temporary energy, and although it appears to be over, it is not. Okay, the wheel is still here. It is still in the upright. It is just stopped. Why is it stopped? Because somebody needs to see something. Understand? Somebody needs to see something. It's why the tower is occurring, or what feels like a tower, right? And so somebody needs to see something. And I feel like they did, or that they do, depending where you are in this energy. For those of you who it has not happened yet, this is happening for them to see that. Okay, and so you may want to come back to this reading at a later date. Yeah. And so if lessons are learned, wow, you can have a positive outcome, but you have to see what that red flag was. You have to see it and recognize where it was coming from. Whatever it was you were struggling with. See, we see a struggle going on here. All right, whatever it was you or they were struggling with, whoever this energy belongs to, could be you, could be them. This is happening for you to see that. Okay? And I feel like it does happen. Okay? They need to see it, not just see it, but act upon it. Okay? So they have to act upon it. And if lessons are learned, then yes, you can have this very positive outcome that is seen if you don't fall off the path, or if they don't fall off the path again in the future. So if lessons are learned, then, this is actually going to turn out to be a very lucky event where you get to save the relationship. And so right now, you see that they want to make up with you. They want to say, I'm sorry. They do love you. They still, they do love you. And look, this is them. It's like when I look at it and it's like, oh, I want to tell them. I'm so tempted, but I'm afraid. So I'll just put it off till tomorrow, or I'll put it off till later, you know. It's like they really want to pick up the phone or write that message, but they know that you're mad at them, and you're mad at them because of what was said back here. Okay? Because that Ace of Wands and that argument, this is it's a Ten of Wands, but in this deck it is an argument, as you can clearly see. And this Ace of Wands intensified it, and there were some very heated words spoken, and that's what they're afraid of, because see, that's where the decision is. This is what exploded it, was the imagination. Seven of Cups. And they were imagining all kinds of things, and they have made you very, very angry, or this is vice versa. And so they are afraid that maybe you won't let them back in because they said some very hurtful words. They may have made some accusations as well, because this is a breakdown in communication, you see. And there's the heartbreak. Okay, so this could even be that maybe somebody accused you of being unfaithful to them when you weren't. That's a possibility as well, because this could represent third parties. All right, so this is it. They feel that, look at this person's face. They feel that, ooh, they're going to be so upset with me, or they are so upset with me, and there they are. Look, next card. They want to write you, and that's exactly what I was just saying. They want to write you, but they're afraid. So they write and then they erase. That's what he's doing. He writes and then he erases what he wrote. Oh my goodness. And so, but they do get over that fear. This is it. They do get over that fear. Why? Because they do love you. Okay? And they want to make things better. They don't want to lose you. And so there they are. So this person wants to make up with you. Okay? They want to come and clear the air, clear things up. That's what he wants to do. He's thought this out by this time, and this is about making a strategic move. And so he's thought this out and he's coming, okay? And he sees the truth and he's ready to speak the truth. And so here he comes. So you've got communication coming in. You've got an apology coming in, and you have somebody who is coming to make up with you. This is somebody who comes to seek your attention, all right? To seek your attention. This can also indicate some type of public announcement in the future as well. It could also indicate somebody maybe who is very popular as well. And so what he does, because it's not just a card of return, it is a card of a deeper issue, okay? And we have that sitting here below in the moon. So the moon can indicate somebody who acts out of the norm. Well, that's what they did. So they back here they act out of the norm. They just go all crazy on you and lose control of their emotions. And here they're coming to clear this up. Okay, whatever you were in the dark about having to do with their behavior back here, they are coming to clear it up. They do recognize the problem and they do owe you an apology. And they're ready to give it. Okay, tempted but afraid here, but they are going to push ahead with it. Okay, and there you go. There's the card of temptation. And the reason they're afraid is they're afraid of the consequences of what they've done, of course. And everything's up in the air here with this magician. They just don't know how this is all going to end. Oh my God, look at the next card. That's them worrying over it. How is this all going to end? Have I lost them for good? Oh my God, what am I going to do? So this person really needs to save themselves here. And so that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.